contains water in it. Okay, then what happens that since clay is porous, so water seeps out from those fine pores, reaches the outer peripheral surface, and from there it evaporates. Okay, and in turn cools the water inside. Can you tell why? The same operation as when our sweat evaporates in environment, then we feel cool over the skin. So can you tell what is the reason behind this? The reason is very simple. What happens that water when seeps out from this clay pitcher and reaches this outer peripheral surface, from there when it evaporates, then evaporation needs what? Since phase is changing from liquid to vapor, so when phase changes it requires what? Latent heat of evaporation. So what happens that when the liquid water changes into vapor, it takes the latent heat from the outer surface itself, because we are not providing any heat to the system. So when the water evaporates from the outer peripheral surface, then it takes the latent heat from the outer peripheral surface itself. So when it is snatching the latent heat from that outer peripheral surface, then in turn it cools that surface, because whenever heat is removed from any system, then its temperature lowers. So when outer skin is cooled, it also makes the water inside cool, like this. Okay, same operation happens with our sweat also. When sweat evaporates in environment, then our outer peripheral surface of skin feels cool. The reason is the same, that when sweat goes away, it evaporates, it takes the latent heat from the skin itself, so in turn it cools the skin. Now over here what is there, that the same clay pitcher is kept in an artificial environment, isolated environment, you can see. But in this environment clay pitcher is there, and together with this clay pitcher in which water is present, some lithium bromide solution in an open container is also kept inside this isolated system. Okay, what is lithium bromide? It is the compound of lithium and bromine, lithium bromide salt. Okay, so this container contains the lithium bromide solution. Okay, in this case, you know what will happen? In this case also the water will cool down, but with much faster rate, and will lead to even lower temperature compared to that of in case it is simply cooling in open environment. Can you tell why? The reason is that lithium bromide is very hygroscopic in nature. Hygroscopic substances are those which have affinity to absorb water. So what happens that whenever any water vapor comes out from the outer peripheral surface, then it absorbs all those water vapors. So in turn, actually it is an inductive effect. Actually it is pulling the water vapors with faster rate. That's it. So since it is increasing the rate of evaporation, so in case rate of evaporation increases, more amount of latent heat starts departing from this outer peripheral surface, so the inside water becomes even cooler. Okay, this happens when we do the same experiment in an isolated environment, only in which this clay pitcher is present and a container, an open container which contains lithium bromide solution is also kept. In that case, the cooling becomes with even faster rate. Okay, because lithium bromide solution is very hygroscopic in nature. Now one thing more, in case this lithium bromide solution absorbs water vapor in it, then in case the same container is heated, okay, then lithium bromide has its property that in case its temperature is high, it will release back the water vapor. When the temperature is low, it means around room temperature, around 25 degrees centigrade, like this, more or less 25 degrees centigrade, then it has very much affinity to absorb water. But in case the same lithium bromide solution is heated strongly, then it will release the water vapors back. Okay, this is what the property of lithium bromide salt, lithium bromide solution. So the lithium bromide refrigeration system is actually based on only these two concepts. That is, that when lithium bromide solution is cold, is at room temperature, then it has very much affinity to absorb water, and when it is heated strongly, then it again releases water vapor. Okay, now let's learn that how by these two principles the lithium bromide refrigeration system works. Now we will learn that actually how lithium bromide refrigeration system works. Okay, it consists of three main components. Those are the evaporator, the absorber, and the generator. Okay, now how it works, in a simple way we can understand. The evaporator vessel contains plain water, and absorber vessel contains lithium bromide solution, strong lithium bromide solution. Okay, and you can see that evaporator vessel is connected to the absorber vessel by the help of a duct. Okay, by the help of duct it is connected. Now we know this thing, that lithium bromide is very hygroscopic. So since it is connected to this evaporator vessel, so what will happen? The water vapors will start evaporating and ultimately go and mix with this strong solution of lithium bromide. The reason is that it will pull the water vapors from this vessel because it is connected by the help of duct. Okay, therefore, since it is pulling the water vapors, and water vapors are released from this water content. So when water evaporates over here, then it needs latent heat of vaporization. So it takes the latent heat of vaporization from this liquid water itself. Okay, so in turn it cools down the liquid water. Okay, so these water vapors are coming out from this liquid water, ultimately mixing up with this lithium bromide strong solution. Now I already told that in case water is mixed with lithium bromide solution and this mixture is heated, then it again releases water vapor. So same thing will happen. This mix up lithium bromide and liquid water is sent to a generator. In the generator, heat is provided. What will happen? That it will release back the water vapor by heating it at room temperature. At lower temperature it is ready to absorb water vapor, but when it is heated, then it will release back the water vapors. These released water vapors are sent to a condenser. So what is the job of condenser? Condensation occurs in a condenser. So these water vapors in form of vapor, they will enter the condenser, ultimately come out in form of liquid. Okay, this liquid water after passing through an expansion valve is again sent back to the evaporator. Like this way the cycle completes. The amount of water which is absorbed by lithium bromide solution is again sent back by this way. Okay, so here the amount of water remains constant. Okay, now what happens when vapors are released? Water vapors are released from this lithium bromide solution. Again this lithium bromide is ready to absorb water vapors, so by the help of a pump it is again sent back to the absorber. Okay, so again it is ready for absorbing more and more water. Okay, but in between there is an heat exchanger more. What is the job of heat exchanger? Since in the generator what is happening, it is becoming hot, and hot lithium bromide solution cannot absorb liquid water. So first of all it is to be brought to room temperature. At lower temperature it has to be brought, so it is passing through an heat exchanger, so it is releasing heat to the atmosphere and again becoming at lower temperature, at room temperature, again falling inside the absorber. Okay, like this way this cycle completes. Okay, the absorber generator system. Okay, so in short what is happening, that in the evaporator there is liquid water, okay, and in the absorber there is strong lithium bromide solution. So since lithium bromide solution is hygroscopic in nature, so it is pulling the water vapors from this vessel and absorbing in itself. So in turn it is cooling down this liquid water itself. Same as in case of clay pitcher, what is happening when water vapors are released, it is cooling down the water content inside. Same thing will occur over here also. Now when the water vapors are absorbed in this lithium bromide solution, it is sent to generator. Here heat is provided, so water vapors are released back. So these water vapors, after passing through a condenser and expansion valve, becoming liquid and then again falling in this evaporator vessel. Okay, and here when the water vapors are released, this lithium bromide solution is again ready to absorb water vapors again. Therefore by the help of a pump it is again sent to this absorber. In between there is an heat exchanger, so that this hot lithium bromide solution can be brought to room temperature. So with room temperature it again reaches the absorber, again ready to absorb more and more water vapors. Now this cold water, okay, this cold water which is chilled is ready to meet the cooling load. For example, suppose we want chilled milk. This purple color entity is actually a heat exchanger, indicative diagram of an heat exchanger. So milk can enter inside with high temperature. Since here it is chilled water, milk will release its heat to this chilled water. It will also become chilled and will come out from other end in form of chilled milk. Okay, in case we want to chill down milk, cooling load can be of any type, but one example I took. Okay, so this is how the lithium bromide refrigeration system works. So hope you would have understood by this simple to understand lecture.